Okay, the Congresswoman, Nancy Mace, she put out a bill before Congress saying that if you're a sex offender and you're in the country illegally, because there's a legal way and an illegal way to be in this country. So, yeah, if you're a trespasser and a sex offender, you get deported. And 158 Democrats in Congress voted against it. And, of course, I had to look up, see who from New York voted against it. Of course, none of the Republicans from New York voted against it. But I know 4 prominent Democrats from New York that did. Hakeem Jeffries, that lame duck Winnie the Pooh, Jamal Bowman, AOC, and Jerry Nadler. AOC and Jerry Nadler have elections coming up still. November 5th, they have Republican opponents, and those Republican opponents might want to be mindful enough to let this be known that AOC and Jerry Nadler, they voted against deporting sex offenders. They must like sex offenders. They must.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk a doubter, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
All right, so there you have it, my friends. There you have it. What's good, by the way? It's your boy, the hip-hop legend, the underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. So as I was saying, there you have it. The Democrats, by their 158 to 51 votes amongst the Democrats present, more than triple the amount, man. More than triple the amount of Democrats who voted for this bill voted against it. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, it was a bill proposed by the amazing Congresswoman, the amazing Nancy Mace. Her and her amazing hoop earrings brought this bill to Congress. Every Republican that was present voted for it. It's a bill to deport sex predators. It's a bill to deport these savage trespassers that are sex offenders. And yeah, they need to go back home and do that time for the sex crimes they committed in their native lands. This is not their native lands. This is the native land of one John A. Krantz, which is me talking about myself in third person. Because every time I do that, I don't know who that is. I'm talking about myself in third person whenever I say the name John A. Krantz, just so you know. Anyway, getting back to the meat of the story here. The amazing Nancy Mace brought this bill before Congress. All the Republicans that were present voted for the bill. And 158 Democrats voted against it. That's 158 FUs to the memory of Laken Riley, Jocelyn Nungary, and Rachel Morin. Well, particularly Rachel Morin and Jocelyn Nungary, because Laken Riley wasn't raped like Rachel Morin and Jocelyn Nungary, who, may I remind you, was a 12-year-old innocent little girl. So that's 158 people that are all gung-ho and all for the defiling, deletion, and discarding of Jocelyn Nungary and little girls like her, and want more of that to happen in this country. They're all for it. If they're voting against a bill that deports sex predators, that means they want sex crimes to take place on innocent children. Democrats have officially proven themselves to be creeps, that your most vulnerable members of society, your women, your children, and your elderly, should not be around. And they're trying to downplay the savagery of the cat-eating savages that are coming across our shores and borders, just piping themselves into Springfield, Ohio, just funneling themselves into Springfield, Ohio, just to be the cat-eating savages that Satan placed them on this earth to be, or put them on this mission to be. God created them, but Satan put them obviously on the mission to eat the cats of Springfield, Ohio. But anyway, getting back to this bill here. 158 people. And of course, your usual suspects voted against this sensible bill that would save the women and children of America. Your usual suspects would include former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, our boy Jerry Nadler, that's on all these committee chairs that are out to get Donald Trump, Adam Schiff, who was recently censured, and your members of the squad, your AOCs, your Rashida Tlaib, your Ilhan Omar, Jasmine Squidlids Crockett. And there was even one congresswoman from Washington. Her name was Pamela J-Pal. Yes, it's pronounced just like PayPal, only with a J instead of a P. And that's how I'm going to pronounce it. If it's called PayPal, then her name is J-Pal. Otherwise, I'll have to place the accent somewhere else in PayPal if the accent goes somewhere else in J-Pal. We'll figure it out when we get there. But she had the goal to say something like, let me put on her voice. I probably shouldn't be too surprised. Scapegoating immigrants and attempting to weaponize domestic violence is appearing to be a time-honored tradition for the Republicans. Yeah. And victim blaming and defending sex offenders and pedophiles and creeps and weirdos that should be nowhere near children is obviously being shown to be a time-honored tradition among Democrats in power. There should be, you know what? There should be no such thing as the term Democrats in power. Everybody, like Don Jr. says, from the president all the way down to dog catcher, get them out. Get them out. You see what they're doing to the country. They're trying to enable sex offenders. They're trying to enable sex offenders, rapists, murderers, drug traffickers, human traffickers, terrorists, cat-eating savages. Worst of all, cat-eating savages. We got to save America from the cat-eating savages, you know. And we got to make America great again, my friends. We got to make America great again. save America from the cat-eating savages and these sex offenders and the Democrats in Congress that enable them. You know, oh yeah, Jamal Bowman. We're gonna show you who the fuck we are. We're fucking child molesting enablers. We're rapist enablers. That's who the fuck we are. We're gonna show you who the fuck we are. Is that who the fuck you are, Jamal? You know, you may as well follow a rapist all around New York City, and every target they go after, tackle them and strip the women's clothes off for them. By you voting against this bill. And I got a list. This list is from Newsweek, a very impartial newspaper. You know, they're not woke. They're not down with the Democrats, but you know they're not exactly Fox News either. Okay, and there you have it. There's your list. And look, we got cats here too. We got cats here. We got to save these guys from the cat eating savages of Springfield, Ohio. And I made my point. I made my point. I drove my point home. If you weren't going to vote for Tina Forte for the 14th district in the Bronx, you better vote now. Okay, for Tina Forte, up on my recommendation. Same thing for if you live in Jerry Nadler's district out there in Manhattan. Mike Zambluskis is a good man. He's anti-terrorist. He's anti-cat-eating savage. And he definitely, if that was his butt in that seat in Congress, he would have definitely voted for deporting these freaking rapists that are coming into the country. You know? I know my congresswoman. My congresswoman votes to protect America. And she's up for re-election. She has my vote. Her name's Nicole Maliotakis. And for those of you who intended to vote against her, me telling you that you ought to vote for her should change your mind. And of course, we got the greatest president of the 21st century, Donald J. Trump, running for president of the United States again against a cackling savage by the name of Kamala Harris, who has no respect for God or self or humanity. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Please follow and share this content. Watch out for the rapists and cat-eating savages. Stay strong and keep kicking that slang. It's your boy, the underground rock and roll legend, MC Too Tall. Sometimes who refers to himself as John A. Krantz in third person. See ya.